Yo guys, how's it going? We're back for another episode of our Pez Become a Legend series, where today we have two games, one against Dundee United and the second against Motherwell. As you can see here, a couple of games, obviously the second one being the most crucial of which, with Motherwell just being 1 point in front of it as at the moment in third. If we can get a win there, that'll be ace, but obviously we need to get through the game against Dundee, who are currently sat in ninth right now. 3 o'clock kickoff at home, and then obviously the Mother game away, which will be that little bit harder for us. But right now we're looking good for where we are, to be honest. Shouldn't be this high up the table even so, and we're doing very well so far this season. And if we can get a win here against Motherwell, send us into third, and then only be 6 points behind Rangers as well. Not doing too shabby at all here, boys. So let's see what we can do. Let's get into this first game against Dundee and see if we can get ourselves sorted straight away. Let's go. And here we are, boys, for our first game of today's episode against Dundee. Like I say, they are currently sat in ninth. We are currently sat in fourth. Doing quite well so far this season. Not messing up too many times. Obviously, there's a couple of games where we should have probably won, but didn't manage to get that victory over them. But as you'll see here, let's get into this game. Try and get ourselves on the course for becoming in third this episode. Here we go. This is the kickoff. Let's get into it, boys. And here we go. We pick the ball up in our own half. We've tried to clear the ball up the pitch. Miller's done very well there to get the ball back for us. After that shabby pass from us, we're making a run directly through the centre. It's Miller who's passed it back to us. We'll take the shot from outside the area. And what a finish from the boy. A absolutely banging finish there. Just outside the area. Sends us 1-0 up just 18 minutes into this game. That's exactly the kind of start we needed from this one. Let's go. That's exactly what we need, and what a banging finish that is as well. Miller could have probably took that on his own, I'm not going to lie. As you see it spread through to him, he probably could have hit that first time, but we do so instead from outside the area and score a lot more impressive finish than he could have from that situation. As you see, it probably does look like he's going for a shot there. Manages to twizzle his body just enough to get the ball back to us, and a banging finish there from your boy gets us in the lead just in time. Now, we have the chance to come forward again. Can we do anything with it? Let's see. Right, as we come forward now, it's Miller on the ball, spreads it out wide. Can we do anything now? It's whipped into the centre, a decent header, but not managing to put it in the back of the net. And we managed to collect the ball, but it gets tackled from us. But a very good piece of build-up play there, and a decent header from us gets us the chance. But unfortunately, the keeper does make the save there. Not too bad from us at all. Right, so corner is detected. Let's go. 24 minutes in. Let's whip that in, and it's a decent header, and this goalmouth scramble has been cleared by the opposition there. That's unfortunate from us, but nearly getting our second goal. We have the chance, we have the space. Let's take that shot, and again the shot gets blocked by the defender, but not too shabby at all. Attacking wise, we're doing very well at the minute, looking dangerous when we come forward, but unfortunately this one does get deflected behind for another corner. Here we are for our next corner. As it gets whipped into the centre, a decent header, and it's saved by the keeper again. My God, we are getting unlucky right now. And that is half time. We are 1-0 up. We've had a couple of decent chances in this first half, other than the goal that we actually scored. We've probably unlucky not to be 2 or 3 goals up at the minute. We probably should be if we'd taken our chances, but haven't done so far. But so far, Dundee are absolutely killing us on possession. As you see here, 64% to 36. We've had a lot more shots than them, as you can see. Had the same amount on target, had a couple of extra shots our way. They've absolutely outpassed us and have kept the possession perfectly, let's be honest. 64% to 36 at the moment. And I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. We probably should be further in the lead than what we are. But even so, let's try and make an improvement in the second half and get ourselves that win that we thoroughly need to get us into third. Let's go. Here we are. So back underway. Let's get this ball. Okay, it's spread out wide there from Miller. Let's see what we can do now. We are running into the box. Can we make the header? And Miller has netted that header perfectly into the back of the net. Makes it 2-0. Perfect performance from the boys so far. And as you can see, the ball getting whipped in a second. Gets whipped into that front post, and Miller makes an absolutely banging run to that front post, as you'll see in a second. He plays, that's a banging ball nevertheless there from Miller. A little bit of link-up play from the boys. He runs to the front post perfectly and manages to net that header against the keeper's front post. Keeper maybe should be doing better there, but that doesn't affect the build-up play there at all. It was a perfect piece of build-up play, a perfect finish there from Miller, and that makes it 2-0 to the boys. Let's go. And ball cleared long again. That's a decent interception there. Well, not an interception, but a decent piece of play. And we can make our way around the back here if the guy wants to try and find us. He has. And there we go. That is 3-0 and our second goal of the game. Just 15 seconds away from the finish. We managed to bag ourselves that goal to put us 3-0 up. A decent piece of build-up play again. All started from a decent pass there. We got lucky to get on the end of it, as you'll see here. Okay, we won't see here. But we've managed to play it out from Miller, who's found a lot of space for their winger, and we managed to sneak in between the two centre-backs and get ourselves our second goal of the game. Exactly what we needed from this one, managing to bag that 3-0 now. And honestly, what a performance from the boys this has been. Absolutely aced it all the way through, absolutely banging. And now for the kickoff after that 3-0. Let's see what we can do. That is it. That is the end of the game. A 3-0 and a thoroughly comfortable performance from the boys. Getting ourselves 2 goals and Miller bagging himself 1 as well. Managing to get that goal right at the end. And obviously the best of the 3 was my goal. That first one was a banging finish as we use a little bit of a celebration at the end of the game. That thoroughly sets us on the right path to getting ourselves this next goal of becoming 3rd in the league if possible. It'll be banging if we can. It's going to be a struggle, don't get me wrong. Obviously, they're not there for 3rd for no reason. It's going to be a difficult game for us to win. As you see, one of their shots just go narrowly wide there. They had a couple of decent chances in that first half, but didn't take them. But as you see, we did manage to narrow down the possession very, very slightly to 60-40. But even so, with that amount of possession, they didn't really do anything with it. They had 5 shots, 4 on target. We had 8 with 5 on target with 40%. So imagine if we had more possession in this game, the amount of damage we would have done to their side. They absolutely outpassed us again in that second half. But a banging performance nevertheless from the boys. Bagging ourselves a 3-0 win. And exactly what we needed. As you see us get man of the match as well. Perfect performance. Let's go. And now you see a match day roundup here, as you can see us getting a 3-0 win and hopefully bagging ourselves a little bit better of a performance. 4-2 in the Celtic game, who absolutely smashed their game, and so did Livingston. But Motherwell beating Rangers 3-0, which sets us even closer to 2nd. If we can beat Motherwell, we've definitely had a harder game on the up and coming, but had the same result away from home as well. So they're definitely coming into some decent form in this through that game. But as you can see here, we are currently only 3 points away from 2nd, and obviously still that 1 point away from 3rd in Motherwell. If we can get a win here, boys, it will be absolutely unbelievable. We could find ourselves in 2nd by the end of this game. Imagine the scenes after taking over and coming into this club of Hamilton Academical and coming 2nd in this league. Obviously, Celtic probably beyond our reach at this point, let's be honest, but a perfect performance nevertheless. We can get into 2nd in the next game, and as you can see, after 16 games on 10 goals and 8 assists, and we are killing it this season. Let's go. And here, just before our game against Motherwell, we have a little bit of a roundup in the dressing room. The boys are trying to get motivated. Right, here we are for this game now against Motherwell. Village Road. We are away from home. It's going to be a difficult game against Motherwell. But obviously, both of us coming into this one off of the back of a 3-0 win. They had the slightly more impressive one of obviously beating Rangers 3-0. We only beat Dundee, who were currently in 9th at that point. But nevertheless, we could be sending our team into 2nd by the end of this game if we manage to get a win. Now, we need to put in a absolutely banging performance in this game, and absolutely one that we haven't put in this season so far. Obviously, we beat Celtic 2-0 in the very first episode, I think that was, but it's going to be another task to try and get into 3rd, and obviously the pressure being on us, we are definitely the underdogs in this game to trying to get into 3rd, but nevertheless, we could very easily do this. Motherwell, don't get me wrong, a decent side, but I think there are better sides in the league which we have beaten. So, let's see what we can do. Try and get ourselves into this one and get ourselves another win if possible. Let's see what we can do, boys. As you can see our lineup, we are currently on a yellow card for some reason. I don't know why that is, but we are. And hopefully, getting ourselves into this one could mean us getting into 2nd. It is a madness to even think that we could be that far up the table in this stage of the season is mad. But let's see what we can do. The game is about to get underway. Let's go. And here we are. Their first attack of the game coming 10 minutes into this one. Let's see what they can do with it. It's Donnelly who's attacking. They could have played that ball through to this guy in the box currently. As I say that, the ball is deflected twice, and a decent save at the keeper's near post turns that one behind for a 13-minute attempt from them. As you can see here, the ball being shot, it gets deflected twice straight into the path of this guy, and he manages to put the shot into that corner, but not quite well enough. As we play the ball long here, let's see what we can do with it. It's passed out. Let's go out on the wing now. Let's see what we can do. Come on, it's played inside. Let's go. Takes the shot, and it's a decent effort, just not finding it into the back of the net. That's unfortunate. Now, ball played long. Again, it can be won, and Miller has done very well to control that. Can we do anything with it? If we'd played the ball a little bit quicker there, maybe we could have. But, as you see, is coming into the centre here. Campbell has somehow retained the ball. Miller has given it back to us. We took the shot, and it gets deflected. And that is half time, boys. We have made it to we have made it to half time at 0-0, shall I say. Probably should be doing better. I'm not going to lie to you in this situation. We probably should be doing better. As you see, we've had slightly better possession, not too great a possession, but we've had the same amount of efforts on goal and same amount of shots on target as well. So it's a pretty even game at the moment. We've definitely outpassed them, but even so, it's a very, very tight game so far. No one really taking much advantage and showing that they really want 3rd at the moment. But let's hope we can change that in the second half and maybe get ourselves in the lead if possible. Right, ball played in, and it's a decent header one there from us. If we can try and come forward now, we've got some space. Can we take the shot? We do, and it gets deflected, but to our winger, so that's luckily enough. We'll come and make ourselves open on this side. Not the best of passes from you, boy, but a lot of space, and it's a decent effort. But unfortunately hasn't found the back of the net. What a finish that would have been to send us into 3rd. What a goal. That was easily goal of the season if that had gone in. Look at the bend on that, and it's just wide of the post. That is unfortunate. Wow. Now, another attack for them, as they come forward. They're making their space. Can they do anything with it? They're on the edge of the box. Take the shot, and it goes just wide of the post, luckily for us. Right, and that is the end of the game. We've managed to get a 0-0 draw against Motherwell. I'm not saying that's a bad result at all, to be honest. Drawing against the team that is literally a point in front of us is probably about right, let's be honest. We had a couple of very good chances in that second half that we probably should have took advantage of. Obviously, I would have loved it for that curved shot from outside the area, literally on the corner of the box. If that had gone into the back of the net, I think I would have closed down everything and just... Oh, man. If that had gone in, that would have been unreal. But unfortunately not this time. Didn't manage to get ourselves that win to send us into 3rd or 2nd. But we retain positions, which is the main thing. Managing to get that draw, it does mean that we're still in the same sort of place. We're still close on Motherwell, so that's the main thing. Not losing any points. Obviously, if we'd lost, it would have been heartbreak, but at least we did get something out of the game, managing to get that point. And it's not like we have any chance of getting closed down by fifth, sorry. So that is the main thing. We're still in the same position, and we still have that chance of overtaking Motherwell. But right now, as you can see, possession stats are looking very, very similar. Shots, again, very, very similar. But we definitely outpassed them again in that second half. But like I say, not any chances taken. But our man of the match was Gogic for this game. Did very well. Obviously, we got a 6.5 rating for obviously creating a couple of chances. But well done to Gogic on getting man of the match. Very well done from your boy. And a decent performance there. Now, that is the match day roundup of 18. It's Celtic who get themselves a win, and Rangers drawn against Kilmarnock as well. So that does mean that we are still only 3 points behind Rangers as well. That is banging. So we are currently on our 18th game of the season, and we are currently sat in third. Not too shabby at all. Hopefully, try and carry on with this kind of performance. And as you can see here, 17 games played, and we've got 10 goals and 8 assists to our name. And this is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Getting a draw against third place Motherwell was not a bad performance at all. Obviously keeping in touch of third and second after that game. And obviously getting that 3-0 win against Dundee was absolutely perfect. Getting ourselves 2 goals to our name as well. In the next episode, we've got a game against Kilmarnock and 2 games against Aberdeen. First one in the league, second one in the Scottish Cup. Let's hope we can get a couple of decent performances in here and keep ourselves in touch, if not into third or second after this next episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you in the next one, boys. Peace.